Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Close.
Now Murray. Flushed out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Patch it.
Murray now. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there for Arizona. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Again, he finds more. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Let's get it together. Easy. Watch twist.
He's checking. Crash.
First carry for James Conner.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darrell Daniels punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
First down, Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
Green.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Big A Celtics. Hey, hold on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, flush to his right. And he'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Switch. Hey, Ace.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Ace.
Let's go, defense.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check. I got one.
Hey.
To throw, it's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
44.
Here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him
There he goes left side. Touchdown, touchdown, Chicago.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Hey, 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Army.
A final shot before half for Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. on the handoff. Connor, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are right back in this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Murray now on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
44, Mike, 44. Tight down. There you go. That's good. 44 to Mike. Check pass. 44 to Mike.
Murray going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now it's Fields.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They try again with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. Running for it, Montgomery. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Murray, one final try. In trouble, and the ball's out. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly.